Hello, NYWCites. I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie. House of Madness 2013 is in the books, and as much as I love this show, it did not top House of Madness 2012. House of Madness 2013 began as, I forgot this young lady's name, but she's been singing the national anthem for the last few shows. But out of nowhere, the Order of the Blacks, Apollyon and Bill Carr hit the ring, and they do a number on this lovely young lady until King Mega and Alvin Alvarez come make the save, which led up to Apollyon and Bill Carr defeating King Mega and Alvin Alvarez. However, Apollyon and Alvin were not the legal men in the ring. The legal men were King Mega and Bill Carr. Second matchup of the night saw the Lariat DJ Hyde defeat the Greek God Papa Don in pretty much a rematch from April Rain earlier this year when Hyde debuted in a losing effort to Papa Don. After that matchup, Flawless Blake Morris, who's been hanging with Hyde for the last few shows, he came out and he was bringing up Nikki Adams and saying that she was beneath him. Eventually, Nikki Adams came out with a dripping out of the shower look, dripping wet, I should say, and she dared him to have a match with her right then and there, and the match was on, and a very competitive matchup, and for the first time in months, got to see Nikki Adams hit the Tombstone Pile Driver. She eventually had the crossface on Blake Morris in the middle of the ring and nowhere to go. Just as Morris was ready to tap out, DJ Hyde pulled her off of Morris, resulting in a disqualification victory for Nikki Adams. And before anything else could happen, Dickie Rodds, who was defeated by Nikki last month, he came to the ring, and I'm guessing they'll do a tag match at the next show. The next bout saw 2 out of 3 falls, pitting the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds and John Silver, defeating, they actually took on Milk Chocolate, Brandon Watts and Randy Summers. By the way, to the Milk Chocolate, your entrance last night didn't top last month's. But the first fall, the Beaver Boys were disqualified because Alex Reynolds basically scored 3 points through the uprights of Randy Summers. In other words, he kicked him in the groin. The Beaver Boys ended up winning the second fall by pinfall, and it took a chair shot from Brandon Watts to John Silver, resulting in Milk Chocolate picking up the win. Up next, Francis Kipling Stevens successfully defended his Fusion Championship in a gauntlet match as he defeated JT Kaysen, Justin Toxic, Jay Red, Jolly Roger, and the Grim Reefer. Did I leave anybody out? Up next, Justin Credible was ready to go one-on-one with Matt Stryker. Unfortunately, Vitko had come out with Stryker, and Stryker was felt that they should go at it under Stryker rules, which means no punches, no running the ropes, no jumping off the top rope. So Stryker was saying, if you can beat me under Stryker rules, we can play with your hardcore toys next month. Credible takes the microphone and says, how about if I beat you with Stryker rules, you face me in a hardcore match tonight? So the match was on under Stryker rules, and Justin Credible defeated Matt Stryker under Stryker rules. After the match, Stryker grabbed Credible's Singapore cane and basically hit one deep to right field, which caused Credible to bleed profusely. And as Credible was being helped out of the ring, he yelled, "I'm going to kill Matt Stryker." Up next, the Big O defeated Mike Mondo to, I guess, retain the heavyweight title since Tony Nese seems to have possession of the belt. Very good matchup there. Very good matchup, and they did pretty good in that one. First time ever, I think they faced each other. At that point, they went to intermission, so the steel cage could be put up for the House of Madness match, and then the main event, we saw Mikey Whipwreck and Stockade defeat Big Time Rush and Matt Justice and Jesse Vane to regain the NYWC Tag Team Championship. A very sick ending to this matchup, which saw I think it was Mikey and Matt Justice were back on top of the cage. Mikey, I believe, spit green mist in the eyes of Justice, and as Justice was falling, he got speared or gored in midair by Stockade, who jumped off a turnbuckle, and ended up spearing him through a table, and that's what ended the match. Very good matchup, and parts of the broken table came flying through that cage right by me. Very, very chaotic match. All right, it was great having Jessica sit with me for this one. Great seeing James McGrady, Louis Beaumont and B. Tamiso. Is that how you pronounce your last name, kid? Welcome back, Artie and Scott and Blake. After not seeing them for months. Good seeing Fred, Steven Scogan. Who else did I notice here at this show? Aisling, Kurz, Shane. Vinny DeGuido. Riley Allen. More on you later, buddy. Well, yeah. Well, I can tell you. Well, the only memorable quote I can remember right now is, "Kiss her already." Riley Allen, when he saw me and Jessica waiting for our taxi after the show. Saw a lot of wrestlers leave. I definitely got to find some more taxis in the Deer Park area, because this is ridiculous. Suffolk County taxi. And every time I call them up, I don't know if they only got one driver on duty or what their deal is. I thought about calling one up during the main event of a show, but I don't want to end up calling me up saying they're outside while the main event is still going. I don't want to end up leaving the show before it ends. I got to pass out some flyers to help push the NYWC message board. Hopefully people will at least be reading it. Definitely a lot of pretty women were at this show. I do apologize for not putting together a rundown prior to House of Madness. After the show, Jessica and I did go off to the after party at Twisted Shamrock. I think I noticed Stockade, Crusher Dugan, Victor Cruz. I think I saw Rex Lawless with short hair. Grim Reaper, Justin Toxic, Matt Stryker, Shade went down there. I believe Forge came in just before we left. After we ate, we actually got to shoot some pool. And we actually danced to Chicago's "If You Leave Me Now." I definitely enjoyed myself. I mean, who doesn't enjoy themselves at NYWC? Shane, John, anybody? Steve, Forge? What's the name of the November 30th show? I know the show's coming back November 30th, but what's the name of the show? I'd like to know, man. Guys and gals at NYWC, November 30th, please let me know. Well, I do have a match wish list for November 30th. I think Big O versus Tony East should go at it. I don't know if it should be like a ladder match, or well, I don't know about a ladder match, but we'll see how that goes. Definitely Stryker versus Credible under hardcore rules. I'm guessing it'll be DJ Hyde and Blake Morris versus Nicky Adams and Dickie Rods, based on what happened. Mikey and Stockade. I'd like to see them against Apollyon and Bill Carr for the belts at some point. Milk Chocolate against King Mega and Alvin Alvarez. Beaver Boys against Boats and Hose. Francis Kipling Stevens maybe against Mike Mondo for the Fusion title. Or maybe Big Time Rush against King Mega and Alvin Alvarez. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you're probably working on that almost as we speak at NYWC. I'm sure you'll always always seem to put on a masterpiece. Definitely a great show, and I kind of wish you guys were having a show somewhere between now and November 30th, but I guess that's not happening. Okay, that will do it. Oh, yeah, nice seeing Jade after the show. I forgot. Welcome back, Craig Bontempi. Hadn't seen him there in months. But yeah, definitely a great night at NYWC. Always seems to be a fun time. NYWC rules.